Can you explain what the intent was behind the game plan tonight and why you thought the players maybe weren't quite able to execute that tonight?
Well, we knew it's going to be, a very difficult game. We know their attacking threat they had, with players, making runs almost every time they have the ball and have the space. So I think for us, the option to play with 5 in the back, I think was a good one to narrow those spaces. Of course, it's going to be difficult because they have the quality to play with high speed, with quick passing and quick switch of plays. I think in the first half we were still in halftime was only 1 goal difference. So I think we identified the moments much better in the second half to go high up the pitch and give pressure to them. I think those moments was far better than the first half and more frequently. And of course, always disappointing to lose 2 goals out of set pieces. One free kick he took really, really well, and of course the penalty. I think we had some chances to make it 2-1. One ball was cleared from the line. I think Antoni had a chance. He should have taken the shot earlier. But and maybe we get something more out of the game. But I think we improved in the way we played in Champions League comparing to the first game. But the level we face is very high, and the level we had today, wasn't good enough to get something out of the game.
Do you feel you had enough belief going out there tonight in the player to execute their own performance and take on a side like Liverpool?
Well, of course. We always have the belief. I saw that in my players. It's a level, I think, especially the first half, we made too many mistakes in our passing and also like in our technical first touches. I think you knew that the pressure was there. We did much better the second half. Of course, we had the belief. It's always starts with belief, and we were still, in the game in the halftime, and before we were already first half we were already out of the game. We played really well against Napoli, and only after the red card had it difficult. Don't forget the opposition we're playing, because everyone's thinking, okay, it's Liverpool, they're out of form, it's going to be an easy game. Well, you see today the level they can reach, and we prepared the game for the level we face today, and that's it.
Look.
Giovanni, given that then, how big a gap in quality do you think there was, and how much food for thought does it give you for next week?
Well, I mean, the gap is obviously, you don't have to look at the squads, and we both have, it's like we are competing against one of the best sides in Europe. So the gap is there. Doesn't mean you have to lose the game. And I think we competed really well because it's a strong team. Set pieces, we defended really well, which is very hard because they take it really well. They have good headers. And we will learn from this game. My team will learn from this game, my players personally, and we should take those experience, into the next game and also into the league.
Stephen?
Who? He performed really well. We know he can perform on this level, especially the first half, also second half. He had some good saves, so for me it was very positive to see his performance. Also very positive, Leon King, 18-year-old defender from the academy who's playing really well today. I think he's one of our best defenders today. So really pleased with his performance. Ben Davies, his first 70 minutes of the season, coming back to Liverpool, I think he performed really well. So, there are always positives to take from this game.
Joshua?
Can I just ask you about Malik Tillman? Do you feel you got the best out of him playing out on the right-hand side? How do you feel his performance was overall?
Well, we played him on the right, the same role he played against PSV. So he's used to the role. It's always hard to pick players. I think that's obviously after a game to talk about personal performances of players, but it's a team effort. We have to act like a team and move as a team, and we did it much better in the second half, which we gave us some opportunities to go forward.
David?
Giovanni, tonight I thought when Ravi Matondo came on, he offered a lot. That's really the first we've seen him on the left. Given Ryan Kent's form this season, will we maybe see Robbie at all? Before?
Well, it's not the first time he played on the left.
No.
He played on the left. He started in the league as well on the left.
Is it something that you would consider moving forward?
Well, of course. Of course, we have possibilities to change, and really, Robbie and Fashion as well had positive moments when they came in, and Robbie is also comfortable on the left. So you know, I said before, he started one game already on the left. He played on the right in the weekend, and today we decided to put him on the left. He always has a threat, and so yeah, for me that's also an option.
Giovanni, you're 3 defeats from 3 games in the Champions League, but as you're rightly saying, there has been a marked improvement, especially from the Ajax game, with them suffering defeat tonight again. What kind of belief do you have that you can at least get third from this group?
Well, as I said before, you know, it's a very, very difficult group, you know, with teams who are from a high level. You know, big defeats you see in this group stage, and we have to concentrate to be in Europe after the break, and it means the results has to come our way, and we have to get you know, points in the next 2 games. So that's the only thing we can have still a chance to play Ajax the last game and hopefully qualify for Europe also after the World Cup.
Adam.
Hi Gio. Despite the back 5, it felt like Liverpool were still able to overload fullbacks quite a lot. Is that down to the quality of opposition, or are there improvements that you look to make for next week?
Well, I think it's definitely the quality they have. You know, I think they can switch the play. You know, every player in the back, Van Dijk, Matip, Henderson, Thiago, even Trent Arnold from the right. He can give a switcher play out of nowhere. So we knew it's going to be difficult, and but yeah, it was a experience we had again in Champions League, which is a league we want to compete in, but also find it really hard to challenge the team we're facing now. But as you said, we are improving, and hopefully it will take us into the Europa League after the World Cup.
We'll do Jordan, then we'll finish with Martin.
In the first half, you know, I think the side struggled to keep the ball sometimes when they won it back from Liverpool. Sometimes you can see your frustration at the side of the park. As a player looking at the top level, is that the biggest thing from these 3 games that you think players will learn from? You know, that mental thing as well?
No, it's the experience. I think we done better than the first game, and but you know, it's a level where you have to think quicker, you have to pass quicker, and you have to move quicker. And especially in the moment you said in the first half, there were many moments where we won the ball, and then we had a sloppy pass, or we miscontrolled it, or the first touch wasn't good. You know, that's an experience we are facing at the moment, and we need to improve in the next 3 games.
Those things, you didn't really see them last year on the road to Seville. Do you think if your team were able to reduce the attacking play that they did last season, that you'd be able to compete better at this level?
Well, it's you know, it's a different level. We face now in Champions League. We played some big teams, you know, and we did really well. But you know, we use this system a lot. You know, in Europe, also in the games we played at home, or when we have to defend a really attacking side. So, but you know, the margin for error and for is very small.
Martin, last one.
Giovanni, what do you think the key learnings your team have to take on from the experience of the last 3 games going into the next 3, specifically?
Well, it's everything, you know. It's the tactically first touches, speed of passing, you know, movements, identifying moments to speed up the game and to press forward. You know, we're doing so much better than our first game, and my team will only improve. If that's enough to go through in Europe, we have to see. But it's definitely an experience we can take into the league.
Thank you, guys. Cheers.